So here I have an Arduino Mega, that's annoying, interfacing with 6 very junky sonar sensors, and it's adaptively firing them based on signal to noise ratio and some other stuff. But right now I want to demonstrate how I'm feeding this into a machine learning pipeline. So over serial, the Arduino is sending a bunch of features, basically the distance, the angle, the speed, and some other features. It's only 8 columns. For example, here's some of that raw data. You can see that's the filtered distance and also the average across the 6. The noisy signal is basically the minimum across all of them, and then the blue is the average across them. Here we can see some more of that raw data, and here is it on a high dimensional plot. So if I wave my hand around, you can see that this changes away from the noise floor. So what I'm doing is I trained an ensemble to classify whether I'm on the left, right, bottom, left, somewhere up here, or somewhere nowhere, actually. So here's the raw data looking down, so it sees all the directions. You can see it's quite noisy, and you can imagine this should be a classifier for a servo steering its directionality towards the target. So you can see the raw noise there, the raw reading. So if I put my hand there, you can see it sees that, and then the red is the classification based on this. So you can see it classifies it as being on the center. And if I move it to the right, let's do that. You can see it's to the right, but the raw data is somewhere off in the diagonal because my hand is maybe a little crooked. So now you can see that up here in the center. Let's do down here. Let's do up here. It's kind of tricky to do this with just one hand, and I'm looking through my phone. But you can see all that information and the confidence level of all the classification states. And then finally, I want to show what I actually trained on, and you can see it's roughly 70,000 samples, and it's thousands for each. Let me show here. If I end the process, close this, it disconnects the serial. Let's see, guess I gotta close all of them by ones. And now if we launch this, we'll see my training set. This took about 2 hours to collect, and it was literally just me placing my hand here, over here, and here, adding noise and all sorts of stuff, heating it up, cooling it down. It was quite exhaustive and experimental, but it seems to work all right. Cool, that's it.